At the launch of Holochain in 2018, it was considered as one of the projects with the potential to replace blockchain. How do we look at this in 2022? Is it still the same, or do the experts look at things differently? Let's find out. Disclaimer. Before we get into the video, allow us to mention that nothing mentioned in this video is financial advice, and we are not financial advisors. We would recommend you ensure that you conduct a due diligence process before making any decision that may affect your financial portfolio. If you are looking forward to seeking external advice, head out to your trusted financial advisor, who has a clear idea of your financial situation. Having said that, let us get into this video. Message. What is Holochain? And what are the differences between Holochain and blockchain? You may be unfamiliar with Holochain, and you've come here because of its growing popularity in the world of digital currencies. Digital currencies have been like a jigsaw puzzle piece of our lives in the current day, and no one can deny how important cryptocurrencies are in making their way into our lives. Let's start with a simple definition of what Holochain is. What is basically Holochain? We are going to spit out the facts about Holochain. Here is a simple question that has been around the conversation, and recently many have been looking for a straightforward meaning of this new technology. Holochain is a framework for constructing fully distributed peer-to-peer applications that assure data integrity within a decentralized application. It has an agent-centric approach rather than the blockchain's data-centric approach. There is some confusion about the concepts of Holochain and blockchain, and some individuals mix them up. The reality is extremely different. Blockchain is nothing like Holochain, and the only thing they have in common is that they are both designed to tackle some of the same problems. We believed it would be a good idea to frame Holochain in terms of blockchain, if only in one way. Little known facts about Holochain and holocryptocurrency. Let's take a look at how Holochain differs from other blockchains. Holochain's independent methodology gives it a more adaptable and scalable solution. The agent-in-agent-centric is essentially a node that runs its own blockchain that connects to the public Holochain. All the agent has to do is manage and maintain its own blockchain. Just for the understanding purpose, we have quoted this example here. Unlike more traditional blockchain technology, which requires all nodes to maintain network consensus and keep a record of the status of the blockchain, the cryptographic key that connects them to the public chain is unique. Maintaining consensus across the enormous blockchain nodes necessitates a massive amount of electricity, which is neither an optimal solution nor environmentally benign. Holochain does not require a large amount of electricity to run and does not require global consensus. Because of this, Holochain is a long-term solution. Each Holochain agent has a private working that handles and saves data on the public chain in a limited way. Offline access to each agent's data is also possible. The inventors of Holochain equate data storage to the process of information saved in our DNA. Each network agent has the ability to work autonomously. Will Holochain replace the blockchain? The answer to this commonly searched and asked question is no, because blockchain has been on the market for some time and replacing it would be a difficult task. Blockchain is effective at preventing record tampering, making it corruption-free, whereas Holochain has its own real-world consequences but will not replace blockchain. Holochain use cases. Holochain offers a wide range of applications, some of which are listed below. Apps for social media. Apps that relate to the platform. Apps for managing relationships. Apps for collaboration. Reputation management. Apps for resource management. Apps that are focused on the supply chain. Working of Holochain. Holochain was inspired by a simple question: what would happen if everyone held their own information and made it available to the network on demand? When everyone can host their own, why do we need mining nodes? It is possible to avoid this enormous repetition, which would obviously be more efficient. It is also necessary to protect data integrity while doing so. To prevent others from misrepresenting their data, each individual would have to ensure that only their own data is represented to the network. That is what Holochain is all about. The Holochain-based application guarantees data integrity without relying on anyone other than the users. What makes Holochain technology tamper-proof? Source chains resemble daily logs when compared to diaries. Each page and entry contains information on what happened and when, and each content entry specifies what happened. For example, I sent 100 units of currency to so-and-so. Although certain entries may or may not have been published to the DHT, the headers, which include the hashes, are always shared with the DHT. It is not essential for me to make the contents of my diary page public, but anyone may read what I wrote there, which would lose its validity if I changed it even slightly, and discover the unique fingerprint link with my entry. Assume we need to send you 250 units as part of a business transaction. Under the app's regulations, recorded in DNA, I must give you enough information from my diary to verify my account balance. Your computer has the ability to quickly compile all of the positives and negatives that occur in my transaction journal, or source chain. Remember that local state is visible globally to whatever extent is required for an action to be verified. The DHT tells you how many pages have text on them, so you can be sure I'm not hiding anything. NFTs on Holochain. We now have Holochain and NFTs after a successful merger of blockchain and NFTs. Every element on each user's chain is guaranteed to be unique, and it doesn't get any rarer than that. There is no need to make any changes, all you need to do is keep track of the transfer history. Holochain apps ensure that there is no cost/charge for transaction fees and are extremely resource efficient. Conclusion. Holochain, a peer-to-peer distributed ledger system, appears to have made an impression with its perfect operation and methodology. Never mix up the terms blockchain and Holochain, as the two technologies are not the same. The only thing they have in common is that both technologies are scalable distributed platforms. So, that is our analysis about the differences between Holochain and blockchain. Thank you for stopping by to watch. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Make sure the bell notification is turned on so you don't miss any new information from us. Also, don't forget to share your investing opinions. In our next one, we'll see you all again.